Good morning, ladies and gentlemen. Thank you all for coming. I'm glad to you here. I'm Jin Li, a PhD student, the Department of Technology Management from Zhonghua University in Taiwan, Republic of China. I'm reporting on my research today. The topic is new thinking of military leadership and construction of management model. But due to time limit, I can only summarize my entire research. Therefore, this presentation will be divided into 5 main sections. First, I will provide you with the research purpose and the literature review. Then, I will continue to outline the research method used in this research and the finding of the research. Finally, I want to explain the scope of the future research. This demo will take about 10 minutes. If you have any questions, we will discuss them after the speech. New thinking of military leadership and the construction of the management mode. Jin Li. Outline. 1. Research purpose. 2. Literature review. Research method and research result. Future research direction. Chapter 1. Research purpose. The leadership and management of the Army and indispensable to the maintenance of the Army combat power. In 2013, the government of the Republic of China decided to free of the military justice law, making it difficult for officers and leaders and manage the army. This led to an increase in the portion of the management in setting. In order to effectively improve the leadership and management mode of the army, we tried introducing positive psychology into the army. This research has 3 main research goals. 1. Understand the difference between the status quo and the prediction of office leadership style, soldier organization behavior, and positive psychology capital. Provide appropriate leadership and management advice to the Army. Chapter 2. Literature review. Wright point out in the positive psychological research that positive emotions are more accommodating to the environment. Levy, Lish, and Jensen point out it is found that the accumulation of employees' psychological capital and the degree of pressure on individual will put the situation in the stage of voluntary recruit training. Positive psychological capital can be more resistant to unfamiliar environment, overcome training difficult. Do not give up the choice to escape and can work hard to achieve. They used to know each other in the past, adapted to the environment through army training, and gathered team awareness and interpretive force. What is necessary is that the task of the army can be carried out smoothly. Therefore, according to the above literature, psychological capital will help to adapt. Therefore, this study proposes the following phases. Psychology capital has a positive relationship with the authority. Research method. This research adopts quantitative and empirical research. Compare the questionnaire of military leadership style and influencing factor. Taking 1,026 officers and soldiers of combat unit as the research object. This paper discusses the influence of official leadership style on soldier organization behavior. Positive psychological capital in use as an intermediary variable using expert intervals. Style field proportional simply questionnaire surveys status. Using statistical system SPSS analysis to confirm whether the offices invalid and put forward research conclusion and suggestion. Chapter 4. Research result. Officer and soldier have a moderate or high understanding of leadership style, organization behavior, and positive psychological capital. Soldiers of different backgrounds have significant difference in research variable. There is a significant positive correlation between the leadership style of the officer, the organizational behavior of the soldier, and the psychological capital. The leadership style of officer and the positive psychological capital of the soldier have the significant predictive effect on the organization behavior of soldiers. 45.9. The leadership style of the officer and the representative psychological capital of the soldier have an important influence of the soldier organizational behavior and have a significant predictive effect. 38.2. Officers should use the tool or transformation leadership and the vice in pre-management mode to reduce confrontation and conflict and conciliation to free soldiers from behavior difficulties. And hence to the self-efficacy and optimism of soldier perceptive psychological capital. The military should provide leadership knowledge and skill train course. The military should conduct more train and application of the professional leadership skill to make officers more competent for their duty. Chapter 5. The research only understands the influence of the leadership style of the military pair on the soldier organization behavior and use perceptive psychological capital and the inter-military variability. In the future, the scope of the research samples can be expanded to the entire army, and the scope and the level and the influence of research result and the expanded. The study has used the questions to survive the most and conduct the quantitative empirical study. Because the content of the questionnaire is peer-defined, the interviewer's ability to understand the question is weak. It is suggested that follow-up research can use qualitative and quantitative method to conduct relative research. Thank you for listening.